So tell me again how you met this the medicine man.
Well, I was fortunate enough in the 60s to be rooming with Jay DeGroat. That's the son of the medicine man. And Jay, surprisingly, was very open to teaching me all he knew in the given time we had, which was only 3 years. I can think of so many examples of his generosity. One of them was that I during those years, I was run over by a mad motorcyclist. I was walking, and I was in a canyon with Lori, and this guy was on speed, and obviously he was on speed on his motorcycle, and he was absolutely crazy. He later died in a barroom fight, but before that happened, he ran me down, and I was on the left side of the road where I should have been. There was nothing wrong with the way we were dressed. We were perfectly visible, and this guy just ran over us, and I pushed Lori out of the way. When he hit me, he crushed everything in my right leg from below my knee to my ankle bone, and I was quite literally bleeding to death in the road.
Where was this? What part?
This is in northern New Mexico,
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, where Highlands University is, and that's where we were going to college, and that's where I met Jay. Well, in some American universities, a guy with a bad limp, wouldn't be anything exceptional, but the fact that I lived through it and was probably close to death when, I was bleeding in the road, that made it something very special with the Navajos. And so when I woke up in the hospital after having been given heavy sedation, I looked up and I saw my Navajo friends sitting, and they'd been sitting there for probably 8 hours without moving, just waiting for me to open my eyes. And that began a very close friendship with Jay DeGroat, because he was the one who sent those guys down. They were healers, and he sent them down to the hospital to look after me. So all of that stuff just revolves in my brain still, and that's where the books came from. Many of them.
Many.
There's always a lot of pain in the books, right?
Right.
That was the beginning of it.
Yeah. Sure.
And then Lori, my blessed wife, she's a New Mexican. Her family settled in very close to Taos.
Cuesta.
In Cuesta. And what can you say about that?
They were pioneers.
Yeah.
They came across the United States. They were all Southern for their Confederates. Yeah. So they came across the United States, and they bought a ranch land in Cuesta.
And your aunt was the first postmistress in New Mexico, correct?
She was the first female, she was the postmistress in Farmington. She was,
Anyway, so much history.
Yeah. They lived in a sod house in Cuesta. They dug. Yeah, they dug.
You want to zoom in a little? That's good. Okay, 10 seconds from here.
I don't think you're gonna.
And without moving, tell us the story that you were telling, or retell this little piece of the story.
You mean about
the pictures we're looking at?
Well, the pictures are
many
paintings, sketches, drawings by Minnie Yamashita, who was a very prominent and beautiful artist who lived in Santa Fe. And I worked with her. I had the pleasure of working with her and with my wife, Lori, for how many years at Sunstone, Lori? 7 years. And she lovingly illustrated this book. And
You want to start flipping? Go ahead, just tell this part again.
the cool thing about Mina was that she was not selfish. like the Navajos. Same story. She was Japanese, but she had this wonderful love of beautiful art, and she could do their art as well as they could, which they found quite interesting.
Flip through, keep flipping.
Yeah.
Show us another.
I love this one.
Tell us. Yeah.
Okay, I can't say too much about this because I wasn't prepared to read from it, but what it has in it is a basket with oranges and apples and bizcochitos and plums, bread, red chili, pozole, pies, and cakes. And what child does not like those things in New Mexico?
That's great.
Nice. I think we got enough.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah,
If they can't